of pheasants flying out of here. See what we can get come out of here. Maybe they all flew out already. Rabbit, one pheasant, two pheasants, three pheasants, four. Look at the rabbits. Well, this old devil had a pretty good day. I was putting fuel in and it's always got to be something. Why? Why? Always something, man. I'm sure it's gonna leak. Oh boy, it's gonna leak. Better get a plug ready. Some would probably call it recreational tillage, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I should be going at an angle. Maybe I should be doing it this way. I don't know. This number of corn, the stalks stood right back up after the stompers went across them. So it doesn't look all that pretty. But it's been interesting today anyways. Not a whole lot has gone right. I thought, well, I will get the ripper going and get some ripping done. So I'm trying to kind of wait for the rest of the corn to dry down a little bit more, try to save a little money on drying. And I finally got the ripper here and didn't even get it set all the way in the ground. Blew a frickin' hose. Went to the dealer, which is about 30 some miles from here. Got a new hose, put that on, and one of these front bearings that I had replaced was a little tight, and it took forever to try to get that thing broke loose, but finally got her, obviously, because I'm going. Yeah, always something. Never ends. I'll get it halfway close, maybe. Maybe not. 10 inches off. Come on. There we finally going. Drove the cart and the trucks back there a lot, so it is pulling like a son of a gun. It's dry and I got it in the ground pretty deep. This is going to beans. I don't have a whole lot of very little corn on corn for next year, so I was kind of planning on doing a bunch of no-till and just save fuel and repairs and all that, but I don't know. The little bit of no-till I did this year, it just wasn't anywhere near what the other stuff was, so I don't know. I think no-till has its place, but this has been corn a lot. It's had a lot of manure tanks and everything on it, so I want to try to get the get that hard pan kind of broke up. Because if I go around with the, on here there's this, no, it's kind of like a tile probe. You can probe around in the ground, and I don't know, at about 6 inches I got a pretty good layer in spots. So, I don't know. I'm probably going, I don't know, 15, 16 inches or something, which maybe isn't 100% necessary, but in spots to get down and get that really hard packed ground, you almost kind of need to go, because this is just on 30-inch spacings. If you had like a 20-inch spacing or something on your shanks, you know, you get a little better shank to shank, you know, where break it up. So 30 inches, I think it's a good deal to go a little deeper. I don't know. I really don't know. We're doing something now anyways, even if we're only going 4 or something. Like 6 acres an hour, so we're gonna be here a while. Another fun-filled adventure. Burned the belt off of this thing, or the belts, the other day, and one of them obviously fell down into the pit, and I burned up another belt, couldn't figure out, something was stuck in there. Here was the burned up belts from the other day. Gotta love it. This stuff gets expensive sometimes. And say the combine air filter had a little dirt in it. Holy cow. Whew. Dusty in here. Wind is ridiculous today, and getting some drops on the window again. The wind's been blowing hard enough. It's knocking some of this outside corn off. So close to being done with this one. Can't it just wait like an hour? Then I got everything covered up. Oh well. Well, if you have a 2700 Ripper, this is for the front disc gang, or a front disc. The bearing is going out of here. There's kind of this special tool that I think you can get from John Deere. I think that's where it came from. Came with the Ripper when I bought it, but it's just kind of a triangle piece with a bolt that goes through it, so you can press out the outside piece of this. So yeah, I'll show you some more after this. So this is your outside hub that your blade goes onto, and this shaft goes up inside that bearing. So what this piece does, you squeak it in there, and then you press this out of the way. You got a seal and a bushing on there. This one, the bearing, actually came off of there. A lot of times that inside race will be stuck on here, and you'll have to get that part off too. But after you get that out, and you flip it over, and there's a snap ring that's holding this piece in here. So a lot of times when you press that other part out, it puts pressure on this. You got to kind of drive that back down in. Obviously this one, the seal was bad, got dirt in there. That's probably why the bearing went. And like usual, in the main part of the bearing, all that was left, or everything else fell apart except for that outside sleeve. And it seems like most of the time I end up having to cut a notch with a torch in that, and then it pops right out. Everything's a little cold this morning. Time to get at it. Oh, But, so yeah, we're plugging away. It's amazing how many acres you can knock out in a day when you got half-mile long rows and a cart and a truck driver with 2 trucks. 9,500 is getting her done. Cruising right along it too. So it's cranking on a lot of bushels in an hour. I could go faster too, because this is dry corn. Pretty fun when everything goes right. I think we've officially buried Derek. He's gonna have 2/3 of a load here, and he's got a full load there. So I can hear kernels hitting the roof. Told me the thing was full, so I stopped and got out, and everything was fine. And went to move over here, and stupid thing. A lot of bushels. It's a good problem to have. And they're dry, so that is very nice.